Hello, everybody. My name is Nello, and today I'm very happy to introduce you Pantoum. I think I've done a demo from a previous version, but this one is mature, and it's an open source tool that I've built in the last 10 months, and the job is to take the pain out of SPFx upgrades. So Nello, I'm also an MVP. I work for an insurance company in Switzerland called Mobiliar, part of a small team, and we mainly use SPFx, TeamsFX, and Azure. So that's the plan today. First, why should we automate SPFx upgrades? So SPFx upgrades are lengthy, repetitive, and the work rarely change from one release to the next. Then I will explain what Pantoum actually is and the 3 layers it is built on. And I will walk you through how it works end to end. And we'll spend the largest part of my time then with a live demo. And I'm already going off-road here because I will just switch to the app, which I've started before, just to show you, and we will do a SPFx upgrade. So I've selected here some solution. I will come back to that, and I will start the upgrade here. So I'm starting here for SPFx upgrade from 118 to 122, and I hope that how do you say the connection where will keep alive. So coming back and starting again the presentation. So the problem, if you ever upgraded an SPFx solution by hand, you know it may last an afternoon. You run the M365 CLI report, and you read the instruction. Then you start applying them one by one, and then you do some PNPGS magic and also some deprecation. Then you have to migrate from gulp to eft, and you have a lot of files which are affected. And if you do that on many solutions, then it takes quite some time. And this is exactly what Pantoum is doing for us, for you. It takes the whole pain and it automates all the stuff. So a quick word about how I built that. So I started the idea. I had this idea to try to automate that. I did not know if I could succeed, but I just tried with some tool. And basically, my first experiment was fully local, so I didn't try with cloud or API, and then came Claude Code. Then I tried with Claude Code and got the best result with Claude Code. So what I'm shipping today is the result of about 10 months of iteration. So a lot of rewrites and course correction and real upgrade also on our intelligent solution. So it did succeed on more than 100 SPFx solution until this architecture landed and was okay to really upgrade the solution. And the open source build is built on Claude Code, and I also have an internal version which is based on the open code, and it has some an adapter which enables this to run also with multiple AI assistant. So maybe I will open source this later. I still don't know if I have to look if it's if the market or if the people like that exactly. So what is Pantoum? It's basically an SPFx upgrade automation tool. So you point it at a folder like I've shown before, which may contain one or more SPFx solution. It runs the M365 CLI upgrade for each one. It translates every instruction into a deterministic patch, applies the patch, runs the build, and the messy part like PNP migration, MGT deprecation, build error, to the AI runtime, which in our case is Claude Code. And it is also a guardrail loop. So it always tries to check and fix what it has done in the code. And at the end, it produces Markdown and JSON report, which you can check. So it's not a replacement for the M365 CLI. It is built on top of it. So the CLI is the source of truth, and Pantoum just use that as an engine to upgrade the solution. So it has about 3 layers. So the first layer is the repetitive work. So that's the deterministic part. So it reads all the stuff from the upgrade report. It does dependency bumps, config rewrite, and so on. The second layer is the AI insights with the guardrails. And for the PNP migration, MGT deprecation, and build error that do not fit in a template, Pantoum ships with prompts, which I will show in the code demo, and the build fix loop that hands the work to an AI runtime. And every AI fix is verified. That doesn't mean that it is correct, but it tries to autocorrect itself. And after the model makes a change, Pantoum reruns every time the build and also grabs for the fix or the check patterns. And if the verification fails, it retries. And after a number of retry, by default, it tries 3 times. Then it will stop and write what it has done in the report. So the AI tool is the AI is a tool inside the loop. It is not an autonomous agent acting freely on your code. And the third layer is the review. So every change lands as a track entry. So it reads the output of Claude Code and also reports that in a Markdown or JSON report, which we can review. So this is the pipeline for a single solution. First, it scanned for the URC JSON files and looked what is the version of the SPFx solution. And then it runs the M365 CLI upgrade. It also, when it fails to generate the report, it also fixes that because sometimes we have a JSON problem in the SPFx solution, which are not compatible in the M365 with the M365 CLI. And then it generates patches and translate every CLI instruction into a patch object. And from that, it matches that with a Pantoum patch file, which I will show. It's a YAML file, declarative source for every manual step and condition which it applies. And finally, it generates this report, which is quite detailed, and it also tries to estimate the cost of the upgrades. So without, if you take the solution from the GitHub without writing any custom rules, you will have all the upgrades rules for PNPJS migration from V1 to V4. You will also have all the specialities which are defined. They are all contained in the Pantoum instruction. It also handles this MGT deprecation from MGT SPFx to MGTM element. And it also does, it is a bit opinionated, but it also does automatically a gulp to F migration. So don't use it if you don't want heft, because it automatically does this. So it also bump PNP companion package. And the AI, so Claude Sonnet, it's announced you don't need Opus for Pantoum. It fixes generate TypeScript error and other stuff. How can you use it? So first, it's basically a Node application. So you can use it just in your console, or you can also implement this in a CI/CD pipeline if you want. And then there is the application which I've shown before, which I call Pantoum Studio. That's basically a React Fluent UI web app where you can follow, you can select solution, you can configure the whole engine, and you can also, you have live upgrade monitoring. And this is probably the friendliest path and also the most impressive because you see how Pantoum is upgrading live your solution. And there is also the last part. So some of the web app command uses already this Claude Code plugin. So Pantoum comes with a couple of plugins. So to perform an upgrade, to analyze also an upgrade. And there is also a doctor function where you can check the installation. So it will check if you have the M365 CLI, if you have a correct node version, and so on. And then you can start that. I will show that in the demo now. So just jump quickly to the code. So this is basically the project I've open sourced. And so it's two important files here. So the first one here is the settings file. So all these settings can be updated in the web app. And there are also the patches which are defined here. I'll take the first one here just to show you how this is built. So for example, this patch here, it's the upgrade of PNPSP to V4. And it has an AI context. And if I go search for this here, then I have this one here, and it shows me that there is verification pattern, but there is also a template here which is linked. And the templates are here in the template, and they are just named the same. So I have a PNPv4 migration, and I found here the PNPv4 migration MD, and these instructions are injected when the engine finds that it has to upgrade a PNP SP package, for example. So it will automatically take that and perform accordingly to those instructions to upgrade. So, and this is an important part because the engine doesn't use internet access during an upgrade, so it hits the Claude Code LLM, but it is not allowed to do web search or web fetch. Because if it is allowed, it can find any blocks, and that may be a security concern, and it is also difficult to be then reproducible because it searches for any fix on the internet, and sometimes it finds one fix and sometimes it finds another one. So all the instructions are here contained in the repo, and it runs only with those instructions. So now going back to the application, if you are lucky, and we are lucky, it was quite fast. It is so I've started 8 solution here. As a solution my company has open source, and it already upgraded 5 solution from 118 to 122. And if I want, I can go here. So these files are also on the disk in the corresponding solution repo, and I can go here and say, okay, I want to see the report for everything which has been upgraded here, and it shows me exactly what it has done, and every patch it has applied, and so on. So basically, it is a huge time saver, but we are always in control what it is doing. And we should review also what the engine is doing, because sometimes it is translating something which we do not want. And it is very important to really check what it is doing, because we had about 80 solution, 90 solution, which we have upgraded with this engine. And sometimes we found out that some little change were quite disturbing and resulted in a little bug in the logic. So back to the presentation. If the upgrade, just one little thing here, if the upgrade doesn't run well, you can also ask him to analyze the upgrade. And this is a Claude Code plugin which analyzes the upgrades and tells you what went wrong. And then you can also say it should try to fix it. So you are not lost, but yeah, most of the case it works quite well. So back to the presentation. Here, I think what I've learned in doing this project is, so we can set us bigger goals, but we have to iterate way more with AI, and the trade-off is we are doing way more rewrite, more corrections, and we need more iteration to land it. So, and one thing I'm always astonished about is that the AI model have no consciousness, and they have no memory of intent. So Claude now tries with memory to circumvent that, but you can tell I want to, for example, I don't want hard-coded stuff in the code and so on, that you will say, yeah, it's okay, I will not hard-code anything, and then you see how it is implementing hard-coded stuff in the next step. So you have always to check it, and you have always to review, to criticize what it is doing, and look at what it is stating to us. So without verification loop, and I was a lot of time I went on the wrong path. It won't go well, and it will be a mess. So that's all. You can find all the stuff here, and if you have any question, just use it, and or file an issue. I will be happy to support you. Thank you.